necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the AMP Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a beautiful Monday morning. It is the last Monday of the month. No, there's one more.
One more. If we're here, I don't know.
It's the next to last.
I know.
Welcome to all our friends at WWNN Radio. Welcome to all our friends in WCAP up in Boston.
Bet it's not cold there anymore.
It's very cold.
No.
You got to come down to Florida, Boston, because here it's 99 degrees.
Give us a call at the station, 888-565-1470. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
What a morning, I can say. I
Listen,
know.
we got a house full of producers. We are on our march. We are going to turn it around summertime in the city.
New World Order,
New
exactly.
World Order. Oh, you like New World Order? No, New World Order. Oh.
New World Orders, he's going to hold a mic when he talks on radio.
I know, he doesn't talk to a mic. He talks out of a mic. There are two mics sitting there. You can grab one. Call in. Let us know what your Memorial Day weekend is looking like. Because do you eat hot dogs and hamburgers?
I eat hot dogs. I really love hamburgers, which is why I love the guests that we have on the show today.
Well, you have hot dogs and hamburgers on the show.
We got TMI Food Truck in the house today, kicking off our Memorial Day week a little bit early, which is really exciting. Check out the artwork they have on that food truck.
All right, we got to take the camera out there and do some stuff. We would have brought that truck in here, through there, and shut it down. But the problem is it takes us 3 days
to cool off.
to cool this monster down. So all weekend we left the air down so that we can have a nice balance in here, because it gets hot in here.
We got some craft burgers, some tots, donuts, mini donuts in the house.
Oh, donuts. You know, we do a morning show. We have to talk about donuts.
We got Chris and Justin of TMI joining us. We've got Ballinger Films joining us of Saving Little Z. They're going to be virtual, a new movie premiere coming out of Orlando
I saw the cuts.
next weekend. Did you like that?
It is hilarious.
So we got that rolling out at 11:30. We've got a coaching segment coming in at 12, maybe another guest. We got to kick off our Monday morning with some brunch, some food.
Or we're just going in one direction. Follow the finger.
To the hamburgers.
Straight up.
How do you eat your hamburgers?
With two hands.
I think these are mini burgers.
I don't care. There's a film of me eating burgers, and it goes down like this. And
We
it goes
have to
down
ask
like this.
HR if she can find that drip.
I
Because
don't-
that
I'ma tell
drip,
you
we might
something.
need that for today.
When you eat burgers and there's no food like a food truck.
Does she have it?
That is so New York. Are you a Yankee fan? I sure am. My condolences. Best team in the league right now. Lost a doubleheader yesterday, but they'll be back. It is so New York, eating food truck, pretzels in the park. I used to do all that stuff.
We just had someone here this morning talking about setting up a New York event, looking for burgers and
We may have
hamburgers,
somebody
hot
for you, by the
dogs,
way.
and
Before you leave, we have somebody for you to talk to.
so should we head over there? Let's check out what's going on with the TMI food truck.
Where are we on?
We're going to go over and talk to them, see what's happening. Or before we do that, how was your weekend?
I saw movies.
What'd you see?
I saw Memory.
How was it?
I never knew that a mobster killer can get Alzheimer's too.
Did he forget who his hitman was?
He used to write down who he had to kill.
It was a funny
on his
film?
arm. It wasn't funny. It was kind of sad. I mean, even a mobster needs some loving. And this guy, I mean, they turned the whole movie around because he went after some bad people. He used to kill people. He went after some bad people. And he would forget who he had to go kill.
You need to do a summer movie segment.
I'm on a rock. I'm seeing Top Gun. Jurassic Park is coming out. All of that. Top Gun is
Maverick,
coming
you
out.
got to go. Apparently, it's not going to be streaming. We actually have
The
to go see
27th.
those.
I found a new movie theater up at Cinemark in Boynton.
Nice.
And I talked to the manager. He says, because I had my hat on, he says, I know you. I said, you do? Do I get it for free? No.
I got to tell you, everyone knows you with the hat. We had the opportunity to go to a great event yesterday. Kendra Erica was singing with JM Productions down in Plantation, and everybody knows you.
What about if I do this? What if I cut this and put the finger here?
Everybody knows you. That's my partner with the hat over there.
What do you think? You still don't have a microphone.
And
What?
Kendra was asking for Slick. She was asking for you, and Kendra did a great job. She did some Broadway tunes. I got to tell you, Kendra Erica, who does our ending credits and our opening morning show, Song of Hope, that girl's got some pipes on her when she sings Phantom of the Opera. Holy smoke, right?
It should have seen Dawn. Dawn was, I thought you were going to jump
Hip
up
hop
and get on
in
stage.
and bop. I would have. It was not my venue, though.
I'm like, I was laughing because you're singing and I'm hearing you.
'Cause
but
you
should
just
sing.
sit there.
So we have a new segment starting tomorrow. You don't want to miss this. We have an in-house player. We're going to start doing karaoke and music. We're going to start bringing it together
In-house band.
with the in-house. Well, what do you call it? One person. What do you call a
In-house-
one-man band?
A one-man band.
One-man in-house one-man band.
One-man band.
Josh 3 is going
Josh
to.
3 is playing the guitar.
And anybody who wants to join in, because if you sing, you sing. We're going to do the karaoke, except for Slick, because we want to save our speakers. But we're going to start that tomorrow. We're going to start that at 12 o'clock tomorrow. Don't miss it.
And we are having a summer blowout art sale right here in our mini gallery. All the prices have been drastically reduced, and we're going to be putting a piece out so everyone can take a look around and see what we've got hanging up in the studio. It's time to get some of these pieces into homes and businesses, clear it out, and bring in some new.
That's right. Alma's going away to Texas. She'll be back next Thursday to do the elements, our in-house realtor. And she's going to give us the latest and greatest of what's happening in the real estate game. So more on that next week
I'm
as well.
seeing things slow down a little bit.
No, not at all. What's slowing down are the pretenders. People who want to compete but can't get to that promised land.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, now it's serious. Now it's real money on the table. I'm going to tell you, this weekend has been...
I don't know how you do it. That's all I can say. Slick, I just don't know how he does it.
Now, you saw what happened Saturday. We talked about animation. Welcome to Animation Kingdom. And we had that lady who we met on
She'll be in
Sunday.
on Friday, yeah?
And she's looking for Animation Kingdom. She's coming in here, and we're going to show our feathers.
We got a lot of kids things coming up, new opportunities. We've got Veggie Vero in the house tomorrow doing a
I haven't
kids
seen her
cooking
in 2
segment.
years.
She's been so busy. She's actually getting the ingredients from the farm, from Delray Beach Children's Garden. She's bringing the cabbage and the lettuce from the farm, and she's going to be doing a kids vegan cooking segment here tomorrow.
Alana put together Ken
Bieberman.
Bierman's piece, which is outstanding. I gotta tell you, and I hate to have to do it on the air, but outstanding work. Really, really a tribute to when she first came in here. She says a computer to do what? And she is one of the best in the business. I'm telling you, I've seen stuff in 15 years.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the best spots I've ever seen. Yeah, Alana. One
Nice
of the best
job.
spots
So
I've
we're going
ever
to be
seen.
playing that. So good morning to you, Mr. Radio.
Good morning.
And he's
Oh,
back.
he's back. A ding is back.
And he's back. Ryan is back. How was your weekend, Ryan?
Yeah, it's been just a fine one. Just a nice, relaxing weekend for me.
Nice and relaxing.
Did you get married over the weekend?
No.
Then it's all good.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to set up with TMI Food Truck in the house, get some burgers,
love
some
that
tots,
name.
some
We need
donuts.
to find out what that name is all about.
We got Chris and Justin joining us, so stay tuned. Give us a call at the station, 888-565-1470.
Are you going to extend, if anybody's watching this show, can they come down and do business in the truck? Is it open for business? All right, so if you want to come on down, you want to do a little taste test, maybe something for an event, come on down 2400 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard. The truck is here. Come down, check it out.
Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Are you ready to relax and unwind? Come visit the Spa Facial on Ocean Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale Beach. We offer facial therapy, body treatments, waxing, men's spa treatments, and so much more. Our spa services are a great way to take a step back from the bustle of everyday life. Come take a break with us. We guarantee our all-natural products will bring you to pure tranquility. Call us today at 954-213-5034 or visit our website, thespafacial.info.
We hope you're enjoying this episode of the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. Whether you enjoy watching in the mornings or afternoons, you can now watch with your favorite merchandise. Choose from the Brooklyn Cafe t-shirts, ranging from sizes small to 3XL. Colors available include black, dark heather, and navy. Feeling chilly? Just check out our latest hoodie with over 9 colors to choose from. Sip on some Brooklyn Cafe coffee with Dawn and Freddie in a matching mug as seen on set. Brooklyn hats and special seasonal items are always popping up and available upon request. To purchase, you can visit our online store at brooklyncafe.tv/shop. Happy shopping!
Cool, calm, collected. Needing a drink to end a long day, or maybe to start your vacation right? Gubba Rum is here to let you kick back and do just that. Inspired by a technique that dates back to the 1800s, these artisanal, organic, and naturally infused rums are made from pure cane and the finest fruits, spices, and herbs the world has to offer. Gubba Silver is infused with naturally shredded coconut, and Gubba Gold is infused with real vanilla bean. Simply shake and enjoy. Visit gubbarum.com to find the nearest location to buy or enjoy. All establishments have personally reviewed and enjoyed firsthand the wicked smoothness of Gubba Rum. 35% ABV and 70 proof. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Known for his Art Deco Cubist style and compositions with dancing saturated color, Ken Bieberman has lived and breathed art his whole life. From the early 80s, he's influenced the Art Deco district of Miami Beach. Featured in numerous restoration projects, hotels, galleries, and clubs, Bieberman creates for everyday folks and celebrity clientele. He's also the proprietor of Art Repro, a giclée and scanning company in Pompano Beach. When it comes to scanning high resolution, size is not an issue. Professionally scanning art up to 10 feet and 64 inches in width, Art Repro utilizes state-of-the-art equipment. On quality canvas or paper, archival ink and printing mediums are put to use. Art Repro ensures colors are true and every nuance of the art is captured, including the canvas weave. Perfection is the priority. Contact artist Ken Bieberman today at 954-547-0095 or visit his website www.artrepro.net. Planning for the future should not be painful and needs to be discussed. From health, family, finances, allow qualified professionals to aid in your planning. Luhu Advisors have been serving South Florida for over 30 years. A licensed real estate broker, insurance agent, assisted living administrator, and certified senior advisor, Paul Solomon is the most qualified and well-rounded advisor for any task. Specializing in real estate, long-term care, life insurance and annuities, Social Security, government benefits, and senior housing. Luhu Advisors. Let us help you.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
This portion of today's show is brought to you by Gubba Rum. It's wicked smooth.
Welcome to my brain on a Monday morning.
This portion of
Bam.
the show is brought to you by Gubba Rum. It's wicked smooth.
No better way to kick off some burgers and get a Memorial Day week than some Gubba Rum and TMI food truck in the house.
I'm gonna have burgers and hot dogs and Gubba all weekend.
Let's do it. Let's throw this over to camera 3 and let's chit chat with TMI. How are you guys doing?
Good, man. How you guys doing?
We are doing fantastic.
We have to start with TMI. Where'd you get the name TMI?
All right. TMI is a very ambiguous name that we decided to just kind of go with the flow on, just making everybody guess what it means. So you guys come up to the truck, you guys ask us what it means, we're going to tell you a different answer every single time.
Oh, okay.
So,
There's
but my
different
favorite one
ones?
is Tejeda Made It. Tejeda is my last name, and I think that's the best way to kind of like tell people that, you know, we're proud of what we've done. So Tejeda Made It is probably the best one I can give you.
Tejada is your last name?
Yeah, Tejeda.
Tejeda?
Yes, sir.
Not Tejada.
No, not
You
Tejeda.
have no relation to the shortstop of the New York Mets?
No, sir.
And now you're from New York City?
Originally, yes, but I have been in Florida for like pretty much all my life.
So you've been, okay, so, but you never played ball or anything in New York, right?
No, just with the cousins in the summer.
For some reason, I think I know this guy from Co-op City. You know Co-op City?
I do not.
Okay.
Not
We
familiar.
met this guy up in Palm Beach a few
Yeah.
years ago when we did an event at the game
I
store.
remember that.
And I think you were just kicking off the food truck idea at the time.
Well, we actually had opened up our board game cafe in the Northwood area. We had already had our food truck going for at least about 2 years at the time, so we were utilizing our food truck as our food source for the board game cafe.
That board game cafe was such a great idea.
It was.
Oh, it was a great concept. I think it was a little bit ahead of its time. You know, obviously COVID just really put a damper on a lot of things that happened, you know, around that time.
What'd you do with all the games?
We actually did end up selling it to another company that they were jumpstarting their business. I'm not sure how it panned out for them because it was literally weeks, not even, before COVID really hit us hard.
Really? So you knew, you had the foresight to say it's time to get out.
We just had a bad feeling. We called it a hunch, I guess.
But the food truck stayed.
Yes, so we actually, we slowed down for the first like couple of months when everything was pretty crazy and hectic. We didn't know what to do. We didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know how long we were going to be out of commission because our bread and butter were like a lot of the festivals, a lot of the breweries, and they were the ones that were taking the biggest hits because they were canceled. So once all the neighborhoods started opening up, we decided we just, would jump along the bandwagon and see how it worked for us. And it actually kind of elevated us a little bit more than we were before all this stuff kind of happened. I think with everybody that just didn't want to sit at home anymore, letting the food trucks come to them, kind of reintroduce like everybody, in the neighborhoods, had everybody coming back out and just kind of being a little bit more social again.
And where do you put the food truck? Is there designated areas or do you move it around?
So we actually we have a calendar for the whole month that people will call us months in advance. They want us to come to a specific place, a neighborhood, a office building, a birthday party, what have you. We'll show up anywhere. As long as you guys book us ahead of time, we're there. So we're not a standstill food truck. We travel all across South Florida, from all the way to Jupiter, all the way down to Boca, Fort Lauderdale, even maybe Miami. Depends on, the price is right.
So if we go on an outside gig, we could take the food truck with us and do a party inside and out. I kind of like that.
It's the way to go because it's the great way to get your neighborhood back together for summer. And here's a picture of it on our parking lot that they put together.
That is outstanding.
We actually talked about bringing the artist on. I think we're going to bring the artist on another day that designed this new food truck.
Oh, she was excellent. We fell in love with her instantly. We wanted to redesign our truck and have somewhat of a brand that we really could have people recognize. Because when we first started 4.5 years ago, we didn't have the brand recognition, and we were developing our menu as this time had went by, and as we were starting to get people that just loved our donuts, and we knew that our mainstay was going to be the sliders. we needed something that kind of made us stand out, to made us, let people know who we were. Our other trucks were a little bit confusing. They didn't really understand our concept until they tried our food. So we had to kind of bring them in with the food. So now we're enticing them with this beautiful piece of art. It was Wynwood inspired. We really just love how it was crafted, because all that stuff, all that artwork, hand painted.
I was
Wow.
gonna
It's all
ask
hand painted.
you.
So what she did is she did it on her program on her iPad. And what she ended up doing was just presented it to another company where they did all the graphics for us and they did all the wraps for us. Big shout out to them. They did a collaboration with us, and I don't know, it's just a masterpiece. And just the fact that we're in this room full of art just kind of just makes it all kind of come full circle.
Well, it's magic is the truck. You've taken the magic on wheels.
Yes.
And your food. Tell me about the donuts.
The donuts, okay. Donuts are another thing. They kind of took their own path. We started off with just 3 different flavors, just to offer a small dessert with our entrees in the beginning. And as time had went by, people just loved it more and more, and they were asking us for more and more flavors. So now we actually have a separate part of the menu where it's just dedicated to the donuts. So we have all the way from cinnamon sugar, cookies and cream. We're actually going to be introducing our summer lineup coming June 3rd at Copper Point Brewery in Boynton Beach. So that should be a fun gig. We're going to be out there at 4 o'clock, and we're going to give you guys a sneak preview a little bit later on tonight as to what we're going to offer this summer.
And we're going to bring them on for National Donut Day. And actually, we were talking about
How do I
maybe
get-
going up and covering the event.
How do we get donuts?
They're going to bring them inside.
Yeah, but how
for
do I
us.
get
They're
donuts
cooking
for
them.
the part of the show, the morning show?
You got to ask Chris and Justin.
Chris, we need to talk. We have a lot of stuff. You are hitting so many markers here.
Yeah, we
It's
definitely are.
unbelievable. He's a Yankee fan. You're a Marlin fan. I'm a Met fan. We should, when we go
Sorry.
on the road, let's buy some jerseys, and let's put everybody in garb to do the shows. What are you gonna be?
The donut?
You're gonna be a donut?
What are my choices?
What baseball team?
It's always got to be the Canes or the Marlins. I have to root for the home team.
All right, so you're gonna manage. And
What
we'll
can
dress
I tell
everybody
ya?
up in colors. I think that truck is spectacular.
I'm looking forward to bringing the artist in.
It could be a lot of fun.
So when you told me, Chris, about bringing the artist, you had never been to this studio, and I thought when he finally sees the amazing artwork we have here, you'll
Yes.
understand what a great synergy this whole situation
Definitely,
is.
big shout out to Devin Noel Graphics. She's just a true artist. Demented Graphics, they're the ones that did our rap, and like just the collaboration alone was just like phenomenal. Everybody we all had our hand in it. We all spoke with each other. That we communicated very well, and I feel like when they gave us the finished piece, we were just like, I was floored, and it was so great to know that whatever my thought process was able to be conceptualized. So I was really happy about that.
What's
She really
your
brought it to life.
background? Why a food truck?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm actually a firefighter here in South Florida. I had a little bit of time on my hands. I've always loved cooking. My family was growing, and I didn't think that I'd I'll make ends meet just working that one job. And I really love what I do, but I didn't want to take on another job or another career where I felt like I was just a slave to work and not being able to see my family. I love cooking, so I thought, why not? Let's do this food truck. My wife thought I was crazy up until the point we actually opened up. We have 4 lovely kids. We just had twins 6 months ago. And they're just my inspiration to just want to do better, want to fulfill my dreams and my goals. I wanted to do a restaurant, but I knew how crazy it would be. I know the hours are just long and just grueling. So I thought, maybe let's do this food truck thing. It was taken off about 10 years ago. We started going to a lot of the events in the area. And I saw one truck one day, and I want to do this. And it's kind of been great ever since. And I really wouldn't look back and change anything.
And
been
more
a
to
great
come.
journey.
What top hamburger that people request?
They request me to give them something, or to tell them like, well, what's the best one. So I'm always telling them the black and blue is my favorite. It's our sliders. We make our beef in house. We don't. We buy the ground meat and we hand make them ourselves. So it's topped with blue cheese, garlic aioli, candied bacon, which we make ourselves as well. Topped with the pickle that we actually pickle ourselves from the cucumber.
Okay,
on
so
a brioche
Justin's
slider
cooking.
bun.
Chris is here, and they
Oh
got
yeah,
Justin
we're
cooking.
cooking. We're
Justin
cooking.
cooking.
We're out there cooking for you guys right now.
So let me ask you a question. If I had a guy, he wants to do a throwback to New York type of deal. He wants a sabrette.
Oh, Sabra hot dogs,
Yeah,
chopped cheese.
You could do all that.
I
for
can
him.
do all that stuff. We customize our menu. We have our packages that are just for our regular menu. We host parties, birthday events, employee recognition events. We do all of it. We're a very versatile truck, and I think that's kind of what separates us from a lot of the other food trucks who are very strict to what they do. If we want to do a taco month, we'll do it. We've done it in the past where the whole month of February, all we did was tacos.
So you switch up the menu depending on what the event is.
Every once in a while, when I get the itch, if
it's worth doing.
if I get the motivation to just do something special or different, just to kind of keep enticing people to come out, because we know people get tired of the same plain, same old thing. So we like to bring a little bit of excitement every time we pop up.
Think how much fun it would be for a summer neighborhood pool party, a block party in the neighborhood now that all these new pandemics are coming, the other ones are still around. People want to get outside, get some fresh air, kids stay safe, families get to meet each other, especially with turnovers in real estate now. Meet your new neighbors, bring over the food truck.
It's funny. I have a conversation going on one of the platforms. I'll keep it quiet. And they think that we serve food
Yes.
because we're the Brooklyn Cafe. So they asked, what is our #1 sandwich? And
What
I
is it?
said, we do the miracle sandwich because we don't serve sandwich. It's a miracle we have even people thinking we serve sandwich. But this opens up a whole different dimension. I'm thinking about opening up businesses, people getting back into the game. They're coming out in droves, and you can't satisfy everybody because a lot of it has to do with food.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just the way it is. So imagine he goes out there and he's got to do a food run because people are buying left and right. I kind of love this thing.
It's a great idea. What is your IG, or how do people reach you?
Well, you can reach us on TMI Food Truck, our website. We also have our Instagram, just hashtag TMI Food Truck. Facebook, you'll find us there as well. We're very simple, very easy to find. You can find us on Google if you just don't have any of the social media outlets. Our number is 561-299-1864. So if you guys can reach us anytime, if we don't pick up, we'll make sure to call you back.
All right, stay with us because we're going to have some food in the next half hour.
Are you a fireman where? Up in
Green Acres.
Green Acres? We know the mayor.
I know the mayor.
You know the mayor too?
I know
He
the
was
mayor.
in here.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he
Joe?
did a show on Fuego 2.0 for us.
Awesome, man. No, he's a good guy. Yeah.
He's a great
Do
guy.
you know the Muffin Man? Do you know the mayor?
I know the Muffin Man.
know the Donut
I know
Man.
the mayor, and now I know the Donut Man.
All right, we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we've got Saving Little Z Films, Ballinger Films, Kathy Walterhouse, Chris Ballinger, and we've got some food that we get to eat from TMI. Justin's out there cooking in this heat, so stay tuned. More to come on the Brooklyn Cafe Show Brunch Hour. Give us a call, 888-565-1470, and we will be right back.
Artist Rosie Sherman paints her passions to share with everyone. Expressing herself through bold and vibrant colors, her suggestion and style are always in flux. Inspired by travels, nature, romance, and the human spirit, Rosie makes sure her depiction of women are strong and proud. Her landscapes illustrate the changing seasons in the diverse world that we live in. To find her artwork in the multiple medias you can purchase, visit rosiesherman.pixels.com.
Hey everyone, I'm Lady Ashley and this is my husband, Big John.
The muscle behind the hustle.
We are the creators of this very unique party planning business, Lady Ashley Party Planning. We are known for all the details. We specialize in gorgeous balloon decor, floral displays, and handle all of your party planning needs from A to Z.
Please feel free to visit our website at ladyashleypartyplanning.com. Our email is abpartyplanning@yahoo.com, and our phone number is 561-542-2296.
Welcome to Sunshine Senior Solutions, a trusted medical supply company that puts patients first, offering quality home medical equipment and supplies. Sunshine Senior Solutions is here to help simplify the lives of patients, caregivers, and their families. From canes and crutches to diabetic glucose monitors, your health, safety, and comfort is our #1 priority. Call or visit our website, Sunshine Senior Solutions, bringing the heart back to healthcare.
Amy Reshevsky can help you choose the right piece that will add some magic to your space. Amy Reshevsky has a wide range of art, from abstracts to mosaic tapestries, and she paints on different surfaces, such as reverse painting on glass, tables, wall hangings, and sculptures. Her work can be ordered online at amyreshevsky.com, or you can come in and see it in real time at the Brooklyn Cafe Art Gallery. She also does commission work, so if you have an idea in mind, she can make it a reality. She invites you to reach out to her at Facebook or at email at amyreshevsky@gmail.com. That's amyreshevsky@gmail.com. Have an artful day.
Welcome to AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios. Call us today at 866-224-5422, for no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there.
Have you been injured in a car accident, slip and fall, or through the negligence of another? The lawyers at Shane M. Farnsworth, PA have over 40 years of combined experience representing injured individuals and their families. Call us today at 561-272-8337 for a free case evaluation and the answers to your legal questions. Were you injured in an accident that wasn't your fault? Don't let the insurance companies take advantage of you. Contact us now to learn about your options and to protect your rights.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Should try the sashimi.
I know, right? Still got it.
She was just a kid.
Great going, babe.
I'm sorry, but I am still getting used to this whole zombie thing.
Scott, you want to do something?
We're hiding a young zombie. You know, we could lose everything.
No, we keep you fit, and from now on, you're going to take a special class every week so that you stay human. But I don't want to.
Hi, I'm Jack.
And I'm Jill, and we're with the Child Protective Services.
We're here because some teachers have noticed some bruises on Lily.
Great. Could you just excuse me for just a moment? Scott, could you meet me in the kitchen, please, sweetie? Now?
Aren't you a cutie? We know you're a zombie.
It's aged meat, but the point is, now we can stay a family.
Shit! Who is it?
It's the Jacksons.
We'll get rid of them.
You guys are acting weird. Not hiding any young Z's in here, are you? This might be blood.
This might be a problem.
A cheap bid. Both of you.
Yeah.
Just get out of here.
But I won't eat you. I promise.
That is hilarious.
You like that? Saving Little Zombie?
I want a part in the movie.
Well, let's bring Chris Ballinger of Ballinger Films over and one of the actresses, Kathy Walterhouse, joining us all the way from, I know Chris is in Orlando. I don't know where Kathy is.
A little further away, not much.
Are you in Florida, Kathy?
No, I'm in the Atlanta area.
All right, we're going to have to turn your volume down a little bit on your computer because we're getting reverb back on here.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
There you go. Perfect.
Chris, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Can you hear me?
We
Yes.
hear you fine. Tell us about
Awesome.
Saving Little Z.
Yeah, it's a fun horror comedy about a small town deputy that ends up marrying the love of his life, Lisa, and she happens to have a preteen daughter that's a zombie. And this takes place 12 years after a zombie apocalypse. And as you see at the end of the clip, Mr. Evil there, he's taken over the whole county, and he sends his goons out, Kathy being one of them, to search for the young zombies that can regenerate themselves. He wants to be able to use that. So the police department that this cop works for is corrupted by him, by Mr. Evil. So he's torn between protecting his new stepdaughter and doing the job that he has to do to go out and chase down these young zombies. So he's caught between that. So it's a fun little comedy horror thing. Yeah.
And when is the premiere?
The premiere is June 4th, 7 p.m. here up in Orlando at the Epic Theater right by me. We have the premiere that night. So super excited for that.
And why a zombie movie?
I don't know. That's a good question. I love horror movies, so I'm a big horror fan, and I like zombies. Although I know it's been done a lot, but I felt like this was something a little different. Trying to bring that family element into it as well, and I just like horror movies because I feel like we're afraid of something. Everybody's afraid of something, and I like to bring this message with this in a fun way that I like. And this to me has a message of somebody that is different, that doesn't fit in, that's unique, and that's struggling to fit in being different, being a zombie.
It's interesting because our producers are yelling at us from the production room. Where do you find these things?
I love it. I think that the acting in it is good. I love the music.
You love the music, you said.
I love the music. Sometimes you see a movie that's trying to get there. And I'm talking about major motion pictures, and it just isn't hitting the mark. I mean, you see the movie and you go, okay.
And you're a huge movie buff.
And I go to the movies every weekend. Sometimes I go twice. I love movies. But I tell you, I love what you put together. I watch it over the weekend. I show my son. He says, this is pretty good. She was wonderful in it.
Kathy, how did you end up in this movie?
Well, I mean, it was a bit of a process. I think I ended up auditioning for it, if I remember correctly, Chris, and ended up getting a part as the kind of very tough agent that is out hunting for these little Z's, these zombies, and so a little bit different than my current my personality, but it was a lot of fun just playing kind of an opposite type of character and being very harsh and kind of mean and stoic. And then there's a little bit of a flip after things happen later on in the movie.
It's really funny because I met Kathy for what she does as the professional rule breaker, which we have not even had a chance to schedule, but we're going to.
Right.
And then she says, well, can I get you in touch with Chris about a movie? You never told me you were acting in the movie.
That's right.
Yes.
And here I'm trying to wrap my head around all these different moving parts of the professional rule breaker versus you starring in this movie. Totally different roles for you.
It is. I have a little bit of a left brain, right brain going on, a creative side, and then I'm ex-corporate and an entrepreneur and really passionate about helping other entrepreneurs. And I've always been one of those individuals that has kind of not just gone to the same beat of the drum like everyone else. And so I came up with the name The Professional Rule Breaker, and everybody that knows me, they're like, that's the perfect name for you. And just think about it. So I'm in a movie playing an agent turned zombie, but yet at the same time, I coach entrepreneurs how to be really successful in their businesses.
And we're
So it's kind of
we're going to bring you on for a whole different segment on that. But I kind of feel, and Chris, is there sort of a metaphor for life of the 12-year-old zombie and how people just walk around half asleep in life, just doing what they do, but never fully present. Is this part of the metaphor of the movie?
I think so, especially these days, especially with social media and everything. I think we're very disconnected from everything. Even though we are connected, I feel less connected with everybody. So yeah, that's a great point about it. And then I also wanted to bring up, being different, being somebody that doesn't fit in, because I feel like, a lot of these days we don't feel like we fit in anywhere, and, and being bullied and that kind of thing. So there is a message here, and that is another one of the messages that I like to bring through with this.
And this screening is free of charge for people to come see it?
It's $6 just to cover some of the costs of me.
How
for
long
the
is
theater.
how long is the movie, Chris?
It's 35 minutes long. It's a TV pilot. I created a short 3 years ago called Little Z, and it did really well. And then I decided I want to turn this into a TV pilot,
Right.
a TV series. So I wrote a whole bunch of episodes, and this is what we shot first. This is the pilot episode, so we can try to get more funding or get picked up as a series.
We should do a movie night. Have him come down with crew, charge $6, and goes to him. I don't care, and put up whatever we have to put up and show it. I want to be in your next movie. I want to be Roadkill Zombie.
Roadkill Zombie, I love it.
Roadkill
I love
Zombie.
it.
All I gotta do
You already
is
have the character.
That's amazing. So this is the first one. How many more do you have?
I have about 7 or 8 more episodes written right now.
Wow.
So yeah, hopefully we'll either get more funding for it, because we crowdfunded for this to get money to make the pilot. So either hopefully somebody will give me money to make more episodes, or we get picked up, to make more episodes. So
Kathy,
that's
you're
the
in.
goal.
Kathy, you want to do more episodes?
Oh, absolutely. Chris is so creative. This story is a fun story, has lots of twists and turns. I mean, he's got this really creative, campy writing for this particular series. So everything that we did, I mean, as an actor, it's just so fun to go into like different characters. And this was just, the shoot was amazing. I think everybody had a lot of fun on the shoot. And this started, like what he said, it was a short a few years ago. And we kind of just sat there because I didn't want to die. I wanted to keep on going. So therefore, I come back to life as a zombie and don't know that I'm a zombie.
That's amazing. How can people find out more information? How they can watch the screening?
You can go to any of my social media like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at Ballinger Films. And all the information is on there. And for the event, it's on Eventbrite, that site for tickets. But you can go to any of my social media at Ballinger Films to learn more about Little Z or come to the screening.
Awesome. Thank you both so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you for having us.
It's amazing. This is so perfect for Freddie and Kathy. We'll connect, and Chris, let's promote it. If we can play the trailer some more between now and then, that would be great.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
We'll do it. We'll put some lower thirds up for the
I love it.
information
We
on
should
where
call
it's playing.
some of our friends to see if we can get it put in some of the movie houses.
Let's do it.
2 movie houses.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's also a comic book now too. So you
Of
can
course
get
it is.
you can get it as a comic book.
I can see the whole crew coming at a debut down here in Boca with the comic books and kids and everything else.
Animation.
Animation Kingdom.
I
I'm
love the
Italian. I
message
love
of
this.
people fitting in. Freddie saw Saving Evan Hansen over the weekend, and he
Yeah.
came in this morning with the same message of we're all different and unique, and we have to play towards our strengths and abilities because we're all different. So, great message.
Absolutely. Yep.
Thank
Couldn't have said it
you
better.
guys so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us. I really appreciate it.
A pleasure. Wow, more to come.
We'll do more to come. Absolutely.
Fantastic. All right, you ready to head over and get some burgers? I don't know if they've got that transition or not, but if they do, we're going to see it. Freddie loves food, you
Ay,
guys.
yeah. You're gonna actually
We've got
play
Justin, and I don't know if they found it, Justin and Chris from TMI Food Truck. So let's take a look at this as we lead over to TMI Food Truck. That is how much Freddie
Nothing
loves
is sacred.
food. Nothing is sacred.
You can't do nothing in this place. I can't even scratch my ear.
I gotta
This is
love
a
it.
great
wow,
shot.
look at that shot you guys did.
Wow, Slick, you did that?
He doesn't have a
He
mic,
doesn't have a mic, but he tries his best. Look
Guys,
at that.
yeah.
That looks
All
unbelievable.
right, Chris and Justin, tell us what we've got in front of us. It looks delicious.
We just have a combination of kind of what we serve and some of our favorites that we have. We have some veggie options over here, as well as chicken and beef, and just kind of a variety of craft sliders that we've come up with over time.
Now let me ask you, because people are writing in the radio station wants to know, what's your #1 seller? I think you said the black and blue, right?
That's my favorite.
I said, what's your #1 seller?
On any given day, you'll have any one of them that's going to be the top seller of the day. We'll have one that comes out as a special and ends up being on the menu because it becomes so popular. So one of our newest ones that's on the menu is called the Jack and Jill. It's actually a chicken slider. So it's crispy chicken with candied bacon. It's got a bourbon glaze on it, also with topped with our pickle and Monterey Jack cheese.
All right, so left to right, I guess. In front of you, Justin, what do you have?
Over here, we have the Cowboy burger, which is bacon, cheese, pickle, and...
All in.
Is that yours? Do we got to
All
bring
in.
it up to you?
You had him at bacon, I think.
All in. I love all of these. And, you know, I would buy the whole truck.
And what's next? I don't see it on a bun. So what is on that plate?
This is our Hottie Toddy tater tots.
Of course
Blue cheese crumbles, buffalo chicken, and a chipotle ranch sauce.
Holy
It's my favorite.
Oh.
I'm mesmerized by
I will tell you guys that there's a lot of bacon on this. A lot of
And
bacon.
what's the next one?
Over here, we have the one Chris just mentioned with the Jack and Jill, which is
Okay.
right now the most popular one. We have with Sweet Caroline, pineapple, bacon, and chicken. It's delicious. And then our hot chick.
Which is our buffalo chicken with the blue cheese crumbles on top. This right here is one of our fan favorites that's been on since day one. It's called the Farmer's Daughter. It's our bacon and cheese loaded tater tots. And over here to my left, we have our veggie burgers for the people who don't like meat. You know, yes, we kind of do accommodate as best we can, but we still are the gluttonous truck. Over here we have our Korean, and over here we have our Islander, which is our burger with our grilled pineapple and cabbage.
And then they've got their donuts.
Oh, yeah. Can't forget about these guys.
Those tots look unbelievable.
There ain't nothing like a farmer's daughter, I tell you that right now.
It's funny because I never
movie, I
liked
think?
tater tots growing up as a kid, and this is like probably one of my favorite things to eat on the truck now.
Which is what?
Our tater tots. I was never a tater tot fan.
Really?
Yeah, but I figured when we opened up, we wanted to kind of still, you know, be a little different than what other trucks are doing. I don't know any other trucks that are offering tater tots.
I think
So-
tater tots are this forgotten comfort food because
Oh, yeah.
everyone goes
Agreed.
to French fries and sweet potato fries and chips, but when you see tater tots, you'll always order
That's
them.
because nobody has them. Nobody offers them.
I think there's something nostalgic about it as well. I think that people, you know, our age, maybe a little bit older, you know, they can see that and just like, they resonate with it. So they're like,
Oh,
you know,
this
we
is a Saturday
cater
night.
to that age group anyways,
This
especially
is
at
a
the breweries.
Saturday night special right here.
There we go.
You know?
For the tater tots, so we do have a couple other ones. We can just do the plain cheese, or if you just want just tater tots by themselves, we can do that as well. But one of our other popular ones we have, let's see, we really mix and match a lot of them, so it's really hard for us to just have a definitive, you know, tater tot. Yeah, we do
So
all
you
kinds.
can put any topping
Pretty
you want
much.
on a tater tot?
But look at the donuts. Did you see the donuts in the back?
Melted.
You've got how many different flavors back there? 6?
2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5
We have
different
5
flavors
here.
today, but we have, I think, up to 14 flavors at one point on our truck. We can mix and match, do any kind of combinations. If,
You
know,
sell coffee on your truck too?
every once in a while, when we do our donut pop-ups for brunch, we'll do some coffee on the truck as well.
I'm gonna tell you this. They do.
You want to give them some coffee?
I do.
I think you want to give me some coffee.
We're gonna give you some
I
coffee.
can make something happen with your coffee.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. What are the donut flavors?
Over here we have our, we call it the redhead. It is our strawberry cheesecake donut, followed by the birthday cake, the cookies and cream, Nutella, which I think is the best, and then our classic cinnamon sugar.
Wow.
Nutella, that's a throwback.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
That's a throwback.
And
from
Justin, how did the two of you end up together? You and Chris.
I'm the brother-in-law. I've been
Okay.
up in Tallahassee working in hospitality for over 20 years, and I guess I'm part of the great resignation of COVID. You know, I was working 70 hours a week and all that stuff, and these guys called and said, well, we're getting big. You know, you have any interest? And I said, heck yeah, let's do it.
And you moved down.
I moved down about 9 months ago and said, let's get this thing rolling and blow this thing up.
So you're all in. Now you say you may have another truck coming out as this thing explodes. Is that what the plan is?
So we're right now in the premise of trying to work on expanding the business. You know, we're still trying to find the right time and the right avenue to take in order for it to be successful. Because, you know, like every other industry, we're having a hard time, you know, having good employees stick around, come, you know, or even just getting them on. You know, we have a good core group that we have working with us. A lot of them have been with us since day one. But it's just trying to find good, honest, hardworking people that really want to enjoy what they do and, you know, be with us on the truck. And, you know, we're looking right now to see what's the right time.
More to come. I can't believe this hour went so fast. We're definitely going to eat on the 12 o'clock hour. Is there a minimum for you to come out to do a party, or is it per piece? How does that typically work?
How do you work it out?
So we do pop-ups, which is like if it's like a general public area, or if it's like a business that just wants us to come out. It's no cost for us to come out. We just try to, you know, hopefully meet our minimum, which is, you know, upwards to 8,000. But we do have private parties where it's just strictly for a private party. We start at, we base it on an hourly rate. So it starts at about $750, you know, taxes included, with the gratuity included as well for the first hour. So we try to feed as many people. It's like an open food truck concept. So we try to feed as many as we can within that hour. So once that hour is up, we shut down the grills, close the doors, and we go home. But you can have us for as long as 4 hours. You know, if you want to have us longer than that, we can make that work as well.
All right, you're going to stay with us on the 12 o'clock hour where we get a chance to eat. For more information, check out TMI Food Truck all over social media. You can stay watching us on the other side of this commercial break. Thank you to WNN and WCAP. You ready for some lunch?
Ready for some lunch? Give them a call, work a deal, make the magic happen. Especially if you're getting out from under the rock and you're reopening, now would be the time to do it. Do it in style, do it differently, just push it out there. Yes, Mr.
Stay tuned. We're going to see you on the other side of this break.
Well, that wraps up our brunch hour. But don't go away. Stay tuned for more laughs and cheers on Facebook or YouTube or any other social media platform at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
Attention Florida residents. Is constant water damage from the elements putting holes in your pipes and your wallet? We cut the cost when disaster strikes. You deserve to have your house be a home again. At Triumph, we get you paid the most for your insurance claims. Broken pipes, water damage, and mold? Triumph Consulting covers it all. Call our offices now to qualify for a free house inspection at 954-669-4935 or visit www.wegetYouPaid.com.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873. Do you need a strong cup of coffee to get you through your day? Try your very own Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee, the official coffee of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. You can pick up a bag from us, or two. Contact us at 866-224-5422, or just stop on by. We're at 2400 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard, Suite 13. Come on in, grab a bag of our signature Brooklyn Cafe coffee. The cafe doors are always open.
Meet Jay Harmon, one of the many artists held in the Brooklyn Cafe Gallery. Jay specializes in various different art styles, but his medium to work with is colored pencils. His unique style comes from being self-taught and years of practice. Jay pulls his inspiration from many outlets like people, television, celebrities, and many more. With multiple original pieces, Jay's art graces the gallery with over 40 plus works for viewing and for purchase. His many years of being an artist has given him a chance to partner with the Derwent brand, giving him the opportunity to try many different work styles and further his craft. Feel free to come down and visit the studio to view his work, or if you're interested in your own Jay Harmon original, he's open to commissions on his website, coloredpencilartist.com, or catch his show, The Colored Pencil Artist, on Amp Media Productions on YouTube and Facebook. See you soon.
Hi everyone, I'm Alana, and I am standing in J&D Cakes over off of Federal Highway by Meisner Park in Boca Raton. And wow, does it smell delicious in here. Owned by Joel Basco and Daniela Borquez, they are the ones in the business as far as cakes. From weddings and birthdays, special events, holidays, novelty, and known for their sculpture cakes, you have to check them out. If they look familiar to you, you may have seen them as they were featured on Cake Hunters. They were the winner of Food Network's Cake Wars, as well as returners and finalists on their Champs episode.
Hi, I'm Joel and welcome to J&D Cakes of Boca Raton. We're right across Meisner Park and we're open from Tuesday to Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So come by if you can. If you want to order from us, please call us at 561-569-1860.
Providing music you will enjoy. JM Production performers will brighten up your stage. Condominiums and residential communities, nightclubs and restaurants that want to provide top quality singers and entertainers for their social events, banquets, celebrations, and their customers use JM Productions to ensure that they have an uplifting and beautiful event. Now, tune in for the show.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Couldn't sleepless nights. I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save it. Your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all. Sweeping me away like an avalanche. Like an avalanche. I listen for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors. Just a ray of light, bathing me in drops of ink that glaze across my body. Wish you could unfreeze my heart and we could fly away. That's why I wanna save it. Your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls arise, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all. Sweeping me away like an avalanche. Like an avalanche. Crashing walls and waterfalls and crystal balls can see. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all. Take my breath away like an avalanche. Like an avalanche. Like an avalanche. Like an avalanche. Sweeping me away like an
Are you ready to relax and unwind? Come visit the Spa Facial on Ocean Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale Beach. We offer facial therapy, body treatments, waxing, men's spa treatments, and so much more. Our spa services are a great way to take a step back from the bustle of everyday life. Come take a break with us. We guarantee our all-natural products will bring you to pure tranquility. Call us today at 954-213-5034 or visit our website, thespafacial.info.
We hope you're enjoying this episode of the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. Whether you enjoy watching in the mornings or afternoons, you can now watch with your favorite merchandise. Choose from the Brooklyn Cafe t-shirts, ranging from sizes small to 3XL. Colors available include black, dark heather, and navy. Feeling chilly? Just check out our latest hoodie with over 9 colors to choose from. Sip on some Brooklyn Cafe coffee with Dawn and Freddie. and a matching mug as seen on set. Brooklyn hats and special seasonal items are always popping up and available upon request. To purchase, you can visit our online store at brooklyncafe.tv/shop. Happy shopping!
Cool, calm, collected. Needing a drink to end a long day, or maybe to start your vacation right? Gubba Rum is here to let you kick back and do just that. Inspired by a technique that dates back to the 1800s, these artisanal, organic, and naturally infused rums are made from pure cane and the finest fruits, spices, and herbs the world has to offer. Gubba Silver is infused with naturally shredded coconut, and Gubba Gold is infused with real vanilla bean. Simply shake and enjoy. Visit gubbarum.com to find the nearest location to buy or enjoy. All establishments have personally reviewed and enjoyed firsthand the wicked smoothness of Gubba Rum. 35% ABV and 70 proof. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Known for his Art Deco Cubist style and compositions with dancing saturated color, Ken Bieberman has lived and breathed art his whole life. From the early 80s, he's influenced the Art Deco district of Miami Beach. Featured in numerous restoration projects, hotels, galleries, and clubs, Bieberman creates for everyday folks and celebrity clientele. He's also the proprietor of Art Repro, a giclée and scanning company in Pompano Beach. When it comes to scanning high resolution, size is not an issue. Professionally scanning art up to 10 feet and 64 inches in width, Art Repro utilizes state-of-the-art equipment. On quality canvas or paper, archival ink and printing mediums are put to use. Art Repro ensures colors are true and every nuance of the art is captured, including the canvas weave. Perfection is the priority. Contact artist Ken Bieberman today at 954-547-0095 or visit his website www.artrepro.net. Planning for the future should not be painful and needs to be discussed. From health, family, finances, allow qualified professionals to aid in your planning. Luhu Advisors have been serving South Florida for over 30 years. A licensed real estate broker, insurance agent, assisted living administrator, and certified senior advisor, Paul Solomon is the most qualified and well-rounded advisor for any task. Specializing in real estate, long-term care, life insurance and annuities, Social Security, government benefits, and senior housing. Luhu Advisors. Let us help you.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Right?
Smokes. Oh my God. This is
Hear that
unbelievable.
crunch? They're going to film me crunching.
Right.
How do you like it?
Where'd you learn how to eat a burger? You got to get all in it.
How are you going to get all in it when we got to talk and do what we do?
I don't know.
So I started with the donut because I always start with dessert first.
Oh my God.
Then I moved to the tater tots. Now I'm on to this fried crispy chicken sandwich. Unbelievable. I got to tell you, those tater tots A little
Those
bit of
right?
buffalo on them. So good. Brought to you by TMI Food Truck. So check them out on social media.
Wow.
You can book them for your next event. You can find out where they're going to be at what venues and fairs and neighborhoods in your area. TMI Food Truck. And there's the donuts. How'd you like their donut? I got stuff everywhere.
The donuts are delicious. Their food is unbelievable. Good stuff.
And they'll be back for National Donut Day. You gave them some coffee?
And some coffee. We're going to work some
Make it
deals out with the
nicer.
donuts and the coffees and things like that.
Sounds good. We got a full 12 o'clock show lined up for you now. We've got Miriam Ismail or Ishmael? Either. Joining us. We met Miriam, I want to say, it's maybe a year ago. COVID on social media. She came in virtually from Palm Beach. And she had more information and more ideas to share. So we said, you got to come in and see our studio. Because a virtual interview is great, but there's nothing like being in person and getting to see what we do.
Absolutely, yes.
And Rose Lambert is with us. Yes. So she's going to see what we do a little bit as well. She reached out to us over the weekend about spirituality. And I have to tell you, I love that you guys are here together, that you had no idea you were going to be here together, because so much right now is energy.
Mm-hmm.
And we were told last week, hang tight until June 2nd, because then there's going to be a positive energy shift. So we're hanging tight for another 10 days because it's been a little bit wonky, that's all I can tell you. So Miriam, welcome. Rose, welcome. Miriam, let's start with you. You are a personal development coach. You do a lot of things under your umbrella of helping people.
True.
Tell us about what you're doing.
Well, basically, I use a lot of modality to help a person version. I use emotional intelligence, time management, personality assessment, meditation, self-hypnosis, tapping, so many different topics, different modalities, but they all kind of conclude you to become the best version you can.
How did you go from corporate to this?
Yes.
Right on our earlier
Yes.
show today, Kathy as well went from corporate job. And Justin, Bailey, you dancing or tripping? She's doing a hip hop. You've watched her do it. We love you, Bailey. Went from corporate to now she's an actress and she's doing some other things.
Yes.
Was it COVID that changed, or did you change
Oh,
before
no,
that?
no. The change happened many years ago. I want to say motherhood. I kind of had a different perception about life when I became a mother. And I felt things were much deeper and more intense. And I would like to look at the human experience in a different depth. And I felt corporate isn't what I'm looking for. So when I dig deep into who we are, why we're here, our life journey, what we're meant to do, life purpose and all that, all these modalities come in to help us fulfill the journey we're meant to have.
Are people taking the time? I'm letting him eat.
Yes.
Trust me. We know this Dog and Pony show. Are people taking the time to do self-development, what it really takes?
Absolutely, yes. So I notice a lot of people now are very aware and willing to go into all these modalities to help them, whether meditation, whether self-hypnosis, whether emotional intelligence. I feel there's awareness now. So to me, I find it so easy. People are already receptive to what I teach and what I'm preaching. So not like before, I felt maybe 20 years ago, this wasn't really the norm. But now we're into energy healing. We're into all these wonderful, maybe not seen things like Reiki or tapping. You know, you don't see them with your eyes, but you believe in them, and you believe in the wellness that will occur to you when you use these modalities. So
I'm finding people right now, I think it is so unbelievably uncanny that they're both there at the same time, but yet not. Keep eating, enjoy. Because we're right now in this craziness of Mercury retrograde. There's miscommunications, everyone's looking for this shift, this reset button, this how do I make more money, how do I find baby formula for my kids, how can I afford gas? There are no quick fixes out there anymore. How do we work with energy and self-development to help us get through what we need to get through?
Yeah, well, for me, I don't deal with astrology. It's not my scope. However, with energy healing, for instance, if we use Reiki or if we use tapping, when you use that on yourself, you immediately feel the difference. You feel the peace, you feel the calmness that comes upon you. And that basically by itself will kind of, you know, give you an idea as to how you're going to move forward. Because the more you use these modalities, you truly feel the shift in yourself. You shift in your mindset, you shift in the way you're feeling. You truly feel your inner peace is intact. So no matter what's happening out there, you come back to your inner peace and you solve whatever challenges and obstacles you're facing in a more coherent way, because you're seeing the big picture in a more vivid way. You know, you don't like let the daily things get to you, like the shortages or the frustrations or what we're going through, or, you know, you try to look at the big picture of life and you feel at this point in time, this is where your journey is heading. What are you supposed to learn? How are you going to come out of it? And that's what keeps you sane and keeps you kind of moving forward in your life despite the challenges.
I'm looking at your series, Time Flies, Learn to be the best pilot you can.
Yes.
You do courses and workshops.
Yes.
While we go through self-development and we develop ourselves, there's a whole lot of other people in our lives, right? We're moms, we're sisters, we're spouses, we're daughters, we're husbands, fathers. There's a lot more than us in this equation. How do your techniques help the individual work within the larger scope of the people?
Wonderful question. So when I teach emotional intelligence, the main idea of it is not just to understand yourself, but to understand others and how you can deal with whatever they are expressing. So you become so aware and emotionally intelligent to actually know how to deal with however the person is acting.
More about listening.
Well, and people have become more sensitive to everything. To the extent that they are not having the conversations anymore, they're sort of battling and protecting themselves when just a question is asked. So how do you get people to open up, trust themselves, number one, trust the system, number two, because the best learner is the one that can teach. So how do you keep people to believe in what you're teaching them? I mean, I get it. Marrying her is easy. Keeping her is hard. How do you stay in that frame of mind?
Well, most of the times when people come to me, they are already in that mindset. They are ready. So I'm not imposing on them any new ideas. They're there. That's why they came to me. And they get into all these topics and modalities, and they start seeing the shifts happening in their lives. They become more and more motivated to continue working on themselves, maybe even influencing others in their networks or circle or family members or so on. For instance, when I teach time management, all the exercise and techniques, I always encourage them to please share it with your family, your kids, your spouse, your, you know, whoever is willing, because it becomes so, it becomes part of their life. So these modalities or the workshops are not a workshop where I do and then I forget about it, then what's the point? The whole point is to embrace it, start using it in your daily life. And that's how it happens. So most of my students, they start small, they start growing, and eventually they get to where they intend to be. And this is why I believe people will continue using these modalities, just because of the positivity that comes out of them.
I like that. You can actually feel the words, you know? It's different because we have been through the grind. We've been with people in here that have come and they're just not feeling it. More people are coming forward. I mean, I don't do what you do.
Yes.
I sort of listen. And then I invite you to come in here and her to come in here so that you can talk to people that come in here. People are making appointments now with me. I don't know why me. Maybe because they feel comfortable because we've known people. And I just need for them to understand that they do count. You know, I saw that movie over the weekend, and one of the things that I have acknowledged that I never saw before is that you have to recognize the cracks in people.
Can we get drinks?
You have to recognize that all of us have cracks, no matter how perfect we think we are.
Wow,
But it's the ability to recognize it that makes everybody else feel like they belong. And everybody wants to feel like they belong. And what I'm hearing from you is exactly what I want to hear, because it gives everybody a place to be, which is fantastic.
True. And basically, what I notice is you have to be ready to embrace all these, because I feel if you are not there mentally, then you just feel, oh, it's such a nuisance for you to attend these workshops. You know, you have to be at a right state of mind to appreciate what these topics are offering. And that would be the beginning, I guess.
And it's about incorporating it into your life. I mean, I'm going through some stuff right now in my family, and I told you this morning, we were both out sick with COVID 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
And I have this new appreciation for, we got through it. Thankfully, we are all now surviving it. We felt pretty yucky, but we're here. If a mic doesn't get turned on for 2 seconds, you know what? The show goes on.
It's okay.
If our camera angle's a little off, it's okay. But that's
True.
my feeling. It does not mean the 500,000 people that are watching are going to feel the same thing. So how do we incorporate and continue to deal with what we need to deal with? Let's turn on Rose's mic also, you guys. Let me give a 3-shot.
Is it on?
Yes.
Yeah. We have, first of all, we have to stop feeling like a victim. Right now, for example, with the formula situation. Before the formulas, we grow up. I mean, I grew up in the top of the mountains in a village. There was no formula. And, you know, it's like we have everything happens for a reason, learning experience. So we have to think about why this is happening. And what we're going to learn. Whatever doesn't kill us makes us stronger. And first we have to stop, think about what we could do. In the worst situation, first thing, how we could take our to safety, how we could take care of our babies, what we could do. Talk to your pediatrician. What's the safest way? And in case we don't have these formulas for a long period of time, what we could do. You know, what we could do. And instead of being a victim, crying, blaming others, and then, you know, fixing our energy and, you know, vibrating, generating positive energy. You know, it's like everybody, when they start thinking about positive, the whole universe, like, you know, like the vibes raises up. More positivity comes from the world, everything will change for better. It's like people doesn't know, but we actually controlling everything.
Where are you
from our
from?
household. I'm from Turkey.
Where are you from, Miriam?
Originally, I'm from Lebanon.
I mean, we blame on the government, but we run the government from our daily lives. It's like a magic. Everything we do sends a signal to universe. You know, it's like how we deal with our neighbors. You know, like, or all of our feelings creates energy. We are energy beings. It's like we have a body. We are not the body. We are spiritual beings. You know.
It's funny. There was a time. I can't believe we were having this conversation. There was a time when this country used to they used to go into let's fix it mode. There was nothing big enough, small enough. Women during World War II stepped up and made the tanks and everything in this country. We have changed. All of a sudden, if anything happens, everybody panics. Nobody looks for the solution or the fix.
Yes, what we could do now, it's like, you know, like we could talk and we could learn from our older people how they raised their kids in America. It's like before the formulas, these fancy formulas.
What did we do?
You know, it's like there's always an option. Whenever there's a problem, there's always other options. And first looking into other options and then empowering ourselves and getting rid of that victim mentality, because there is no bad. It's a duality. You know, in the world, there's no bad. Nothing is bad. Yin yang. You know, it's like if there, you know, there's a black, there's a white. There's a negative, there's a positive. But we all need each other. You know, it's like.
And you talk about the light as well, Miriam.
Yes, I do. But just to add a point on what Rose said, I like to share with my students that whenever you have an obstacle or a challenge, try to zoom out of it and look at it in a different perspective. And that's basically how you can feel. Yeah. And that's so when you zoom out and you look at it in a different perspective, that's how you can see it. It's a small problem to your life journey. And it's not really a problem. It's just something you're going through. And you will overcome it. You will learn something. You will move forward. So I like the zooming out technique, and I use it a lot. And I always bring it in all my workshops. Like zoom out, and see it in a better perspective.
Because we get so caught up in this moment.
Yeah.
We should be present in this moment, but in
Yes.
the broader picture of life.
Yes.
If we zoom out, like some issues I'm having right now.
And it's the easiest way. Turn on the TV. Think about the mothers in Ukraine. You know, they're trying to protect their children's life. And formula, it's a very small problem when you compare
We
the
zoom
mother's
out.
problem in the, like Ukraine, trying to save their kids' lives.
Well,
from
one of the
bombs.
reasons I'm glad you're here, and we're going to go to commercial break in a minute, is while we zoom out, and people can blame government and we can blame media, I think a lot of it is keeping us in this fear mindset. And we need more people like you ladies to get us out of this fear mindset that everything is possible that we talked about today, to zoom out and say, you know what, it's not about living in lack or in fear. It's about sharing your light and possibilities. Everything is achievable some way. It may not be what you see, it may be a different way, but it is achievable.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. And helping each other, it's like one candle could light up thousands of candles, millions of candles. It's like helping one another, raising the vibration. We have to, help our neighbors. Maybe one mother has too much milk, breastfeeding, could pump their breast milk and share it with the neighbor kid. It's like there's a lot of good things could come out of bad situations.
So a lot of good options. You want to hear something crazy? My grandmother's name was Miriam. You know what her mother's name was?
Miriam.
Rose.
Rose?
Oh
my sister's
Yes.
name is Miriam.
Yes. So just saying.
Oh,
Talk
wow.
about messages received.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
It's interesting because it's put in front of you. And sometimes it's so simple, you don't see it. And then when you meet people who say, hey, I'm here, and all of a sudden they show you what you should have been seeing, this is right in front of you. Let's stop being so mean to one another. Let's stop being so negative for a change. We had a meeting this morning about, I don't want to hear the word I can't. Because outside that door, everything's I can't. In here, it's no longer I can't. It's I do. It may not be here, maybe it's here, but do. Try it. Don't become a victim.
Let's take
That's
a
what
commercial
it is.
break.
Let's do it.
When we come back, more with our Positive Mindset Monday. We've got Miriam Ishmael and Rose Lambert joining us. TMI Food Truck is still in the house.
Beautiful.
Unbelievable food. I think there's still food left.
It's still food left.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Where my money? Money. Yeah. Where my money? Money.
I'm talking
Money.
about that stimulus check. Stimulus check. Got
Money.
that stimulus check. Stimulus check. Where
Money.
that stimulus check. Stimulus check.
Money.
Give me my stimulus check.
Money.
Girl.
No time for linger. Chain up on my neck and ring my finger. 24 on the whip with tint up window. Go from the place, but me and a sprinter. Guys that she love me style, that she name Linda. Fuck with me cash, I'm rising incha. Up and burn me, to bring passenger. Anything pop up, then you know what danger. Hey, hey, to the sky, aim for the sky. Money have to make, so we keep on trying. To the sky, aim for the sky. Money have to make when it touching a foreign. To the sky, aim for the sky. I forget rich when it touching a foreign. To the sky, aim for the sky. Money have to make, so we touching a
I'm talking
foreign.
about
To
that
the
stimulus check.
Yeah.
Stimulus check. Got
Money.
that stimulus check. Stimulus check. Where that stimulus check. Stimulus check.
Money.
Give me my stimulus
Money.
check. Girl.
Creative, enchanting, whimsical. Artist Gina Bella is always creating artwork based on real stories and emotions, expressed through Italian papers, paints, flowers, metals, and clay. Her feelings and stories come to life. Complete with glittery diamond dust over paintings and pottery, Gina Bella is always creating new pieces and commissions. You can find her work in staging homes, family Christian bookstores, New Jersey boutiques, and the Brooklyn Cafe Gallery, where she offers personal guided tours of her latest art pieces. Gina can also be found hosting weekend art camps, where she teaches adults and children pottery, painting, and jewelry. For more information on Gina Bella and her art, contact livinglifeartfully@gmail.com or give a call to 954-857-5444.
Coming to a theater near you, a new musical you won't want to miss. Mario Lanza, His Life, His Song, celebrating the life of renowned tenor and movie star Mario Lanza. Starring tenor Ian Michael as Mario Lanza with soprano Maria Kesselman. Watch these award-winning operatic singers in a sensational theatrical evening of music, laughter, and drama. With 7 shows throughout London, don't miss your chance to see this spectacular performance in person, beginning March 24th through May 15th, or catch it on the Brooklyn Cafe's live stream on April 14th. For more information and to purchase tickets, visit MarioLanzaMusical.com.
Do you need a strong cup of coffee to get you through your day? Try your very own Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee, the official coffee of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. You can pick up a bag from us, or 2. Contact us at 866-224-5422, or just stop on by. We're at 2400 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard, Suite 13. Come on in, grab a bag of our signature Brooklyn Cafe coffee. The cafe doors are always open.
Coffee News is a fun, family-friendly weekly publication provided free to restaurants, coffee shops, and waiting areas for customers to enjoy. Grow your business today through the power of effective, affordable advertising. Coffee News is an active marketing medium specializing in the ongoing weekly promotion of your business. This builds awareness for your company so you become known as the leader of your industry and develop brand awareness so people think of you first when they want your services or products. Maximize your visibility and achieve outstanding results. For more information on Coffee News, contact sunrisecoffeenews@mail.com or give them a call at 954-951-7870.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Talk about indulgent. I have not had fried crispy chicken, and it stayed crispy this entire time.
Didn't you see me eating mine?
I know.
Where'd you learn how to eat your
Well, I have
crispy
to
chicken?
talk and do while you eat and enjoy. Look, I've got everything here in my hands.
Well, you asked a question, let them talk.
But I love the conversation that we're having on energy and light and changing it up. We got to give our hope hearts out and keep going with this conversation.
Well, it's what's going on right now with the country is that whole flow, is how do you get people to buy in to the positive? You know, it's really simple to buy into the negative. Really simple, as you can see what's going on in Europe right now. Now there's new tensions going with China and Taiwan and Korea. I mean, what is it with these people? It's one planet, and we all have to live on it. So everybody's going to bully everybody around? I mean, what is that?
We should live in peace and not in fear. But I still think that's part of the media of what it is.
Oh.
Because, you know, I'm not going to go there, but we know what's going on, and there has to be a better way to, what do you think, Miriam? We tap inside, because you said you've got some new projects that you're working on that you wanted to share.
Yes, well, I wanted to share, finally, my TED Talk last month was about happiness and how you can achieve it and how you can maintain it starting immediately. So I'm not going to say much about it. They have to watch it to see what is happiness, how we define it, how can we get it, reach it, and all that. So funnily that we are living days where really happiness has become so scarce, and truly everybody around you just feels kind of not happy.
I want to go to a quad.
So I feel you decide. Happiness is a choice, and you decide to be happy, to stay happy. And I say it very elaborately in my TED Talk.
Is there a sliding scale to happiness? If
No
someone
scale.
says, "Are you happy?" Is there a sliding scale of "I'm happy" or "I'm happier" or it's just an overall?
Happiness is a. Go
sorry.
ahead.
Even if you're not happy, keep lying until you
Closer
make
to
it,
your
like, until you make it becomes
Fake
real.
it till you make it, but you're saying
fake it
no.
until you make
No.
it, yes.
You're saying no.
No,
Find
no,
happiness.
no. Happiness is truly a choice, and it's an achievement, and it's a decision you make. And once you learn this skill, you can overcome anything. You wake up in the morning and you decide to be happy for that day. Now, I just want to say one thing, because a friend of mine, a very dear friend of mine, she said, but this doesn't apply to a grieving person, for instance, or someone who just lost his job, for instance, like something really big happening. Go ahead.
No, we're good.
Go ahead.
No, we're good. I wanna ask.
He's always happy.
I wanna
He
ask.
is, right?
Look at him.
Yes,
wanna-
he is.
I wanna
This one's
ask-
always happy.
I want to ask TMI. I want to get them in the conversation.
Okay.
So they're going to set up the cameras. What I want to do is I want to ask TMI because they've had some struggles. They had a business, they had to sell it and things like that. They've had some struggles, and I want to get from them their input about maintaining that sense of we got to keep going, and we got to keep trying. And you get your teeth kicked in, or you get sick, and you lose your business, and you got to keep trying. These guys have been hustling, and I sort of want to
Yes.
include them in the conversation so we can go live as to what the ladies are saying and put it to how they're feeling about what's going on right now.
It's an interesting concept because Justin moved here only 9 months ago from Tallahassee.
He's all in. I'm gonna
and
tell you.
changed, and there has to be a happiness quotient to what you did as to why you did it.
1,000%. The 9 to 5 grind turned into be, like a 10 to 8 grind, where it's 12, 15-hour days. No connection with my nieces and nephews, and Chris just had twins, and I wanted to be more part of their life instead of being 7 hours
But
away
you
in
had to
Tallahassee.
jump into that. You had to have the faith to do this thing. I mean, you're moving to another city, to another job, another everything.
Well, I mean, I've been kind of with them in the beginning of the journey, kind of in a consultant kind of thing, and I just know Chris and Aaron, they're going to succeed. I know how hardworking they are and dedicated to it, so if they make their mind up, I believe in them. So I just took the leap, and it's been paid off tremendously so far.
I do appreciate that, man. I think with all the different struggles that we've dealt with COVID, I think that's like our biggest factor that played into how we kind of shaped our business, is being able to reinvent ourselves to where like we're able to appeal to the new masses. The old way of thinking, the old way of being, it's starting to die down, and there's a new concept that's constantly just like on the rise. It was tough for me too, because me being the sole owner of the business, for me to have to give up some of the responsibility, it's really hard for me to do, to give it to someone else to delegate, to be able to take over. So as much as faith and he had in us, I had high belief that he was going to help propel our business. We went from doing 2 to 3 events weekly, because it was my side hustle. And for us to be able to double our net worth, for us to double our revenue, even triple it at this point, with all the crazy stuff that's kind of going on, kind of gives new perspective that, you don't have to do this by yourself, especially if you have somebody that has the same kind of desires, or somebody that can help guide you to be able to, fulfill what you're trying to do. Like sometimes that synergy it really shows when you allow it to happen.
I like getting the male perspective on it.
I do too. It's a little bit different because when you talk to the women, you get a different perspective. But he's full of gratitude. He knows. I mean, you've been there, the good, bad, or indifferent, and here you are, and it has increased, and you have people who believe in you, and it's just going and growing. So I guess what you're saying makes a whole lot of sense.
It's the same. He chose
Yeah,
to be
it's a choice.
appreciative, gratitude, and all that. So it's a choice. So this is awesome. Yes.
And you can see
choose.
by working with them, because
Yes.
you said a lot of people reach out to us about coming on, and our producers reach out to them. But you guys, whoever I was talking to on the other side of Instagram, we're always right there. We'll be there. What can we do? How can we work together? You were right there in gratitude and being present and growing with us. And we don't get that feedback from everybody that comes forward. So I thank you for that. But you can see it shows you are
Yes.
in this to grow your business, to bring your families together. And I think maybe that's part of it. It's the family unity dynamic.
For sure. Yep.
Yes, absolutely. No, go ahead.
No, I wasn't gonna say anything. I was agreeing.
Really?
I was agreeing.
Yeah, so basically it's a mindset. So you choose to be happy, you choose to overcome your challenges. We all have lots of challenges. So this is what I keep on saying. The life journey is not meant to be smooth and easy. What's the point? You're here to learn, to evolve, to become a better soul. I don't want to get into that and what I believe in, but basically you should have challenges and obstacles. That's how you grow, you become better, you know your skills, your qualities, and you do move forward and find solutions to, overcome whatever you're going through.
Looking at the life like a school, we come to this world to learn, and our soul going through a lot of learning and growing. If we never had a problem, then we never learn. It's like we're going to have some challenges, we're going to have some learning experiences, we're going to have some ups and downs, and it's going to be like nice life in it when we look back, when we are 90 years old, 100 years old, hopefully.
How do we serve others? This weekend, the valedictorian of Rollins College, I don't know if you saw this piece, she is autistic, but she is non-communicative autistic. And all of her classmates there, I guess there are many valedictorians based on their GPA, named her as the valedictorian, and she went forward with a speech translator to give her commencement speech. As she would type, she typed it with one finger, and it spoke to the audience on what she had to say. And she quoted the words of Fred Rogers, who was also a Rollins College alum, talking about service to others is what everyone's mission in life should truly be. How can we serve others? And if we go through life with that mindset of it is not us, we zoom out, as Miriam's saying, we look at the larger picture of how do we serve others, and she was the valedictorian. So you talk about coming full circle, being recognized as being different. We talked about on the morning show and what that looks like. You serve people through food and through happiness, right? Food is love. Food is coming together in all cultures. Comfort food, easy, bringing people together. Happiness. There's so many things to learn about serving others.
Even when you have a bad day, like you were just saying, don't end your life because you're having a bad day. You can laugh through a bad day. You just gotta learn how to accept the fact, okay, it's a bad day, and we move on.
Yeah.
Serving others without any expectations, any attachments, that's the best thing you could do. Then universe serves you. It's like you basically, you're taking care of serving the God's creation, and then God take care of you. That's I believe, and I achieved everything I want. It's like I never expect anything from anybody I'm helping. It's like I don't even expect thank you. It's like just do it.
Well, let me ask you, you recently moved to Boca. You are a healer, you are a spiritual advisor. Tell me more about.
I'm a life coach, mentor. Mostly I'm working with the light workers. 2017 I had my Kundalini awakening, but I born with a lot of gifts. My grandmother was an alchemist, a wise woman, and she teach me what the most important things in life. Like she teach me her secrets. So, but I never wanted to take that spiritual road because back in days, the group of, like my circle of people around me, like I was scared to call being a witch. It's like being involved with the spiritual things. I went to a business. I did a lot of different type of business, but whatever I want, I was an entrepreneur. I succeed. Along the way, I used my grandmother's gifts, it's like help people out, but I was always successful, and people were like, I don't have an education. After 6th grade, I didn't go to school. I were very poor, but after 19 years old and coming to United States from Turkey, no education, but I never worked for anybody. I always had my own business, and I was
never went to school past 6th grade?
No. Wow. But I always had open corporations. I had a gas station. I had employees. I had a costume business. I was making more money than doctor and lawyer could make, selling internationally when the computers started, you know, it's like home computers. And I learned how to sell on, on the internet. So before even this internet store started, I created it. And, you know, it's like, and I started selling my costumes internationally. And I did a lot of different businesses, but I did stay away from spirituality, like, because I guess I didn't want sometimes I did little things in the house, light up candles and stuff like that. My ex-husband used to call me witch. It's like, you know, it was like, I didn't want that kind of...
So what changed for you?
After 2017, my spirits was like, loud and clear was telling me, you gotta teach, you gotta teach. I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna teach. And, you know, it's like, and then my marriage fall apart, and I'm like, nope. Go in front of the camera. I'm like, nope, I don't like cameras. I didn't want to do, but it's just the spirits telling me it's time. Light workers need you. You gotta go out, teach them, you know, more people. Right now I'm doing less people like this. It's like, you know, I'm just reaching maybe, you know, 20 people, 30 people. But if I go on the social media, I could reach more people. And then spirits was just like, you know, when the spirits want you to do something, you gotta do it, because there's no other way.
3 years ago, we were at another studio up in Delray Beach, and our landlord and we had a disagreement. And he said to us, in the middle of October, you've got 2 weeks to find a new home and get out. It was October of 2019. And I looked at Freddie, and we looked around. We started looking for places. And we came here, and we said, nope, can't afford it, can't fill it, can't do it. And we went, and we almost signed another lease. It was October 30th, we found a place. And we needed to be out by November 1st. And we go to sign the lease. Our attorney says, you can't sign the lease because this is a terrible lease. It was as is, the lights were off, there was no water. So we came back here, and we looked around and said, can't afford it, can't fill it, and we left. That same day, they called us in from the radio station and said, we just sold your airtime. You have no more airtime. So we had no airtime, we had no studio. We had a room full of equipment, and we came back here. Spirit said, you're coming back. It was like a 2x4. We came back, we took it with a leap of faith, because Spirit said, you must take this. And 3 months later, the world shut down for COVID, but because we had our space, we were safe. And we continued to air and do and grow. Because we had to listen to that spirit of a 2x4 of coming back and say, it doesn't matter what it costs you. You have to come back and it will be fine.
And then also to keep us humble, it's like it teaches us some life lessons. It's like, you know, you go through some hard times. It's like when people say it's like, oh, I'm talking to spirit, they think it's like, you know, like magic. It's like, oh, spirit, I want this, just boom. No, it's not like that. It's just, it's a process, and you gotta stay humble. And they want to make sure you could handle your responsibilities. So they give you hard times, so you could be grateful. You could be grateful for when you succeed things. You know, it's like now because you went through some hard times, now you are enjoying this because you come from hard times.
What do they say? With greatness comes much responsibility.
We were in the road. We were outside. We had no place for 2 weeks. We did 10 shows without knowing where we were going to go tomorrow. Yeah. And we had a crew. So we had to take the crew, we had to take our cameras and everything else, and we went on the road. And when we met the landlord here, I said to him, can I put the stuff in that room? Because all this equipment had to go somewhere. And he let us put it in there. And I'll never forget, we came in here, it was hot, man. And we were moving, and this one decides to throw a party to welcome the house.
It was Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. I said, Dawn, cancel this thing, because there was nothing but boxes in here, and it was like real hot. And nobody's gonna come. Over 100 people came. And everybody came to help. Everybody helped us move boxes, they helped us clean. I just sat there, I was amazed. And you're right, sometimes you gotta get hit over the head to come to the realization.
Oh, they will hit you with the 4x4.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So now that you're here, and now that your message has been received and you moved from Miami, and you came from New Jersey, and you're here, then now is the time. I mean, there's no accidents that you guys are all here on the same day.
You are both world. You've lived all over the world. You've lived all over the world. The book The Alchemist is one of the best books. If you haven't read it, it's definitely something that everybody should read. And it's an easy read. It's not a complicated book, but yet it's powerful. Miriam?
I just wanted to say one thing before moving forward. So for me, when I teach my workshops, I try to keep it scientific because not everybody is able to accept all this deep energy talk. So I keep everything nice and scientific with physics and energy fields and all that. And I just want them to tap into their higher selves. So by just connecting with your higher self, that's how you feel you solve your problems better, you feel one door closes, another door opens, you reinvent yourself. So keeping it at that picture, I feel I reach more people than when I say, you know, dig deeper into your spirituality and all that. But the bottom line is, life will be better when you are open to positivity, to choosing, reinventing yourself, to gratitude, to choosing to be happy, to choosing to work with your challenges as lessons and not as, oh my goodness, these are problems, why me, you know, because we all have to go through all these challenges to become better.
Right. That's interesting.
Keep it as simple as you can.
What do you guys think? You've reinvented yourselves a few times back there?
We have. I think it's a very good concept to kind of follow. You really do have to kind of embrace the challenges in order for you to come out on top. And that's something that I think we've had a good take at with the business as well. You know, this trailer right now, it's our newest trailer. We just purchased it this year. You know, that was with us, you know, putting the money together and, you know, making the big leap of faith that, like, by us reinvesting into the business, you know, putting whatever needed to be put to make sure that we are able to solidify our brand and really showcase what we offer to the public was worth it. You know, it's you know, when people have, you know, a lump sum of money in their hand and we know we're going through some crazy times, last thing you want to do is, you know, spend, you know, thousands of dollars or however, whatever, you know, your budget is, you know, especially with me, you know, now having, you know, 2 new babies on board. It's a tough thing to do, you know, to really, you know, be so confident in yourself and in your business and what you have to offer to make the moves that you need to make in order for you to keep going and moving forward. So that's a big thing for me, at least. Big take.
You got to pick right.
I got to ask
There's
you,
no room for mistake.
From a man's perspective, you've changed and reinvented yourself
numerous times.
A few thousand times. What's it like now? Is it different?
I got a different calling now. I think I told you that over the weekend. You know, a lot of people think that I like being in front of a camera. Not at all. I mean, you don't. If you think I do, you don't know me at all. I was in front of a camera because Dawn asked me to. And I figure I'm going to follow this blueprint, and I'm going to go, and it's been 7 years now. Okay? Over 3,000 shows. We've met thousands and thousands of people. I mean, we have helped put businesses back. We've helped people get back. Now, I want nothing in return. There are sponsors that want to do what they want to do with us, and they pay to be on and things of that nature. That's just business. But what I'm looking forward now is, to me, this is the biggest challenge in the history of this country right now. There's a lot of hate. There's a lot of perishables. You know, food is a perishable, man. You got to be a magician. Make sure nobody gets sick because you keep that hamburger meat a little too long, if you know what I'm saying. So you got to be smart as a business person. So you got to approach people, and you got to let them teach you how to heal themselves. And that's a trick, man. That's a trick. And this is what I've learned. I've learned it isn't about what Freddie says. It's about what Freddie hears. And I hear a whole bunch of stuff going on right now. I hear it today. And it's all around us. You see, I love the arts, just like your truck. Do you know that your truck is at a different rhythm? It's at a different frequency because of the art on it. It sort of floats an inch off the ground above every other truck. And that's the change. That's the gift that we've learned. And when I first met Dawn and I asked her to come work with me, she said no. And she said no a second year. And she said no a third year. And she said no the fourth year. So Freddie asked again. I said, come on, let's go. Let's do this. Let's get it done. So where you see here would have been 4 years in the advancement if she had said yes. But you got to wait. You got to be persistent. And you got to see your plan and keep your plan. And don't worry about it so much. It's going to be all right. And we're going to be all right. But right now, we got to make a choice. And that choice is me. That choice is you. Pick. Pick. Because it's time. Time for another level. I need a bigger place. I can't even believe I'm saying that. I need a bigger place. It's 2,000 square feet in here, and I'm running out of room.
Got a lot of great art
I got
here.
3 artists that are coming forward. I don't know where I'm going to put them. I got a pirate ship that I wanted to do a piece on, and COVID came and slammed that. It's a big ship, 40-foot ship. I wanted to put it outside so we could do a kids' television network. I wanted to do food on the outside, on the inside, coffee all over Boca, all of that.
But the message is changing the energy, shifting. So do you think, they tell me June 2nd, we shift into Aries and Neptune does whatever Neptune's supposed to do? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't do astronomy or astrology.
That's what we were told. They
The
told
second
us,
is coming. You
they
can
told
skip
us
it.
June 2nd, everything is going to be a shift. So harness that positive energy. Now's the perfect time to get everything in alignment for what you ladies do.
It's about to burst, is what they told us.
Yeah. In a good way.
Well, you got to believe in yourselves in order for the belief of around you takes place.
Miriam, are you offering your courses continuously, or are they downloadable courses?
Well, no, I teach with universities, so I teach with the Palm Beach, with Nova and all that, and I do like corporate workshops.
Okay.
And that's the kind of academia workshops that I do, and everything else like the wellness with meditation and all that. I go to different wellness centers, yoga studios, you know, whoever. So I have a few locations that I work with. And that's how I keep the balance between wellness and academia.
How do people reach out to you? What's the best way to find your TED Talk also?
Oh, yes. My TED Talk is titled The Secret Ingredient to Happiness. You just have to Google the title, The Secret Ingredient to Happiness, and you will find it. And I hope people get the chance to watch it. It's a very interesting, inspiring talk. It's just a few minutes. I believe it's life-changing, but then I might be biased. Yes, but, and they can reach me at my website, precioustime.info. So life is precious, so precioustime.info.
So when we were homesick, I got to watch a lot of daytime TV. I can't tell you it was all good, but I learned something. So I was watching Maria Menounos, and she was on Beautiful Correspondent, life-changing when she was diagnosed with a brain tumor. But she's healing and she's back, and she has this new change in perspective where she says she has more time than ever. It made me thinking of this. She gets up at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and she meditates. She does a high level, like 90-minute meditation. And she says, so the same amount of time that she would normally be from work until she would go to bed at night. But time is effortless now because it's a new sense of what's important. And she gets everything done that she needs to get done, but she can still stay in this space of happiness and inner peace, and time just flows. You should watch all the daytime TV I was watching as well.
I was watching Bonanza.
You watch Bonanza, see what do people do when they're home. We watch different things.
That's right, I watch all the throwbacks
But it was
on
about
TV channel.
time is effortless
I didn't
when
want
you're
to
in the right space.
You think too much. I didn't want to think. Too much thinking.
I always think.
You do.
Rose, how do people find you?
I am just word of mouth, and I had spiritual friends, and it's like I'm just teaching a small group of people, and we were just talking a little while ago.
Talking to your mic.
She was
talking to your mic.
Oh, we were talking a little while ago. I was saying it's like I'm doing healing, but nobody teach me. I didn't go get a certificate from anywhere. I've been taught by spirit, and my grandmother, and then she was like telling me Reiki. I said, I don't know. I didn't get certificate. And she says, how you doing your healing? And I explained. She says, that's Reiki. It's like, I'm like, is it? You know, it's like,
But you learn through spirit and through experience.
Intuition, right? She
Right,
has the intuition.
and spirit teach me. So it's like that's why I was like kind of shy to go approach anybody saying, it's like, because everybody says, where did you learn? It's like, if I just say spirit teach me, it's like they're going to look at me like this woman is crazy.
Sometimes spirit is the best teacher.
Yeah, it's like God teach me, spirit teach me. They're going to be like looking at me like a crazy woman. And
like
I
it a
know
lot.
it's like a lot of people, light workers awakening now, going to have this problem because download's going to come to them, and it's coming. And they have these gifts and talents, but they don't know what to do, just like I did. And I had a very hard, adventure full. I've been in the mental hospital, ended up in the mental hospital because nobody could understand what was going on. My daughter got scared. She thought I lost my mind. And I end up in jail. Believe it or not, one day I will explain it. When you're going through these awakening, Kundalini awakening, it is dangerous. It's bumpy road. And that's why I want to help these people by making the videos and reaching out and giving the warnings. And they should have some spiritual friends around them and to look after for them. Now it's like I give my daughter all the phone numbers, spiritual center in Boca, this friend, that friend. If I say something weird, if you don't understand, call my friends. Please don't.
Someone from the
call.
spiritual center told her to call us 2 years ago.
Yes.
Who we don't even know who that is, but
It doesn't really matter.
you can tell we've been in this space for a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. I mean, it was a tough road for me, and I learned a lot from that tough road. And I'm a grandmother. I'm a 56-year-old woman. It's like it was so hard, and I'm a smart person. It's like accomplished businesswoman. I went through like hell and went back and came back. Like,
but you're back.
I'm back, but I know how hard this is. That's why I would like to help these people with the social media, with the videos. So I know I can't walk them through. It's like make them everything all better, but maybe I could help. They won't have hard as I did, because I had it really hard.
You're gonna have your chance.
I'm gonna put that together.
And you guys, how do you get TMI? How do you get TMI?
We don't know astrology or astronomy, but we know gastronomy. So tomorrow we're actually going to be at Copper Point from 4 to 9. But if you guys want to catch us when all the shift happens on June 2nd, the following day, June 3rd, we're going to be back for National Donut Day at Copper Point. So from 4 to 10, we'll be over there as well. We'll be debuting some of our summer flavors. We'll give you guys a little sneak peek. One of our flavors is going to be apple spice, and the other one is going to be a pina colada. You guys are going to have to show up to Copper Point to get the other ones. So Copper Point is going to have their flights. They're going to collaborate with us, and we're going to have our flavors. So that's where you can catch us. You can call us on our phone number, 561-299-1864, or visit tmifoodtruck.com. Thank you, guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Lunch was delicious. Check out TMI. Check out Miriam's TED Talk, and more to come with Rose. Great show there was.
A lot of fingers.
A lot of fingers, a lot of people. They want us to wrap it up. So have a great afternoon, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other, and we'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
And as always, don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.
Was a noise from somewhere deep. We heard the sound, it was bittersweet. Voices calling out from an aching heart, getting so much closer. We're staying apart, singing a song of hope and love that we're here. You hurt when I hurt. I feel what you feel. We will survive. We will stay strong. Love is the word, and hope is the song. The streets are empty, but the sky is clear. You want somebody and can't have them near. Taking shelter where you can when the world is at stake. Alone together, trying hard not to break. Singing a song of hope and love that we're here. You hurt when I hurt. I feel what you feel. We will survive. We will stay strong.